In our productivity obsessed culture of constantly needing to do and create and workaholism, we have lost the ability to discern the difference between rest and laziness. Do you know what activities are actually restful for you and what activities are just a form of laziness? And have you done an activity that you thought was restful, yet it wasn't because you were experiencing so much guilt around doing it and couldn't even enjoy the experience? In this YouTube video, we are going to explore the difference between restful activities as well as laziness activities and releasing the guilt around receiving rest so that you can actually step into recovery cycles. My name is Desiree Mangendog. I am an acupuncturist, herbalist, essential oil expert, specializing in emotional release work. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you can be notified when a new video is up every Tuesday. I used to be a workaholic. I still love to work. However, over the years, I have learned the art of knowing and incorporating rest into my life so that my work is even sweeter. I was the one who would go get a massage, and in that hour-long massage would think about all of the things I needed to complete later on that evening or that day and couldn't even relax in and enjoy the massage. Really, I wasted an hour and a half, including travel, and I wasted the money. After being frustrated with not really relaxing in my so-called self-care activities, I decided to shake things up and redefine what rest really means for me and even what laziness means for me. So I determined that massage was really not my form of rest. I needed to do something that would really get me out of my mind and into my body. Understand that what is nourishing, restful self-care is going to look different for each of us. So experiment and play around and figure out which ones actually satisfy you. Here's some criteria that I look for in identifying what is really restful for me. One, I look for something that gets me out of my headspace and really into my body. And one of the activities I learned was dancing, salsa dancing, West Coast swing dancing. I was able to literally check out of my mind and just sink into the music and into the beats and into the expression of it. And I was deeply rooted and grounded in my body. Second, I look for breathing. Does it allow for deep belly breathing and presence? And third, I look for feelings of gratitude just swelling up inside of me, where I just feel this profound joy and appreciation for the activity or the thing that I'm doing at that time. You have this sensation that your spirit is being filled. It's like a thirst that is quenched. And you have this upsurge, like literally filling up your cup, this upsurge of energy that forms and generates as you're doing the appropriate activities. Now, currently, I do yoga and receive massages and energy work and all those things because they currently nourish me now. And I go through cycles. So know that some of your self-care routines, your relaxation routines will need to shift and change in certain seasons of your life, because back then the massage just wasn't cutting it for me. And then as soon as I started getting into dance, then I was able to incorporate massage about a year later and extract all the goodness, all the juiciness that massage offered to me. Always remember that rest is required to do great work, because rest creates recovery. There is no way that we could be work all the time. It's not logical, it's not practical. So rest is a necessity, not a luxury, if you want to sustain yourself in your productivity. Now let's go ahead and explore laziness. I know it's a word that has a negative connotation to it. I think some activities that people would classify as lazy is an improper classification. It actually should be categorized under the rest. So honestly, just laying down on a couch watching a movie is a form of rest. Absolutely. Now, if the person was on the couch all day, every day watching a movie, then that's a different category, right? That's definitely laziness, because there's a lot of unutilized great energy, great potential energy that could be transferred into something else. So know how to properly categorize things. Here are a few criteria that I look at that I would say, yeah, this is definitely me being lazy and not being diligent in my rest, okay? Not to make rest sound like work, but it is something that needs to be scheduled. And one, does it not get you out of your mind? Are you still in your headspace? If the wheels are still churning like constantly, it's already churning in work life, but outside of work, if it's still active and creating anxiousness, then that's a form of laziness rather than actual rest. Second, does it make me more tired? I'm sure you've had an experience where you lay in bed and you don't want to get out of bed and you just stay there, and then you're still tired, and it's, I don't know, let's say 2 p.m, you're like, gosh, I'm still tired. So if it is not actually fueling you and reinvigorating you, and it's creating more tiredness, then that's definitely a form of laziness. And lastly, I look for, do I still feel burned out? Right? Because true rest fills you, nourishes you to the point where now you've got vitality and inspiration moving through you again. Whereas if you are engaging in non-restful, lazy activities, that sensation of burnout, like, I just want to quit, I just want to give up, what's the point, right? That burnout, that presence being there shows you that you're not actually doing something that is satisfying, that is nourishment for your body and your spirit. So check in yourself and ask yourself these questions, and then you can identify, properly categorize what is rest and what is laziness, or what is restful and what is not restful. And it doesn't even require that long of restful activities. Doesn't require 6 hours a day. I'm surprised what 30 minutes can do for me, that it gives me so much energy to last me another 5 hours of taking care of my children, as well as writing my book. I'm trying to finish up a book right now. If you discern and select the best activities, it's like they're nutrient dense, and they are going to just 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at the most. That density of nutrition is going to fuel you for long periods of time. So I hope that this video makes you question and think about what you have selected and what you have chosen as part of your daily self-care habits and routine, and making sure that it is the right ones for your life right now. And don't ever be afraid when you need to change things up a bit. Maybe it's just one new thing you try out. You never know if it is the thing that just, right? It just explodes your life in such a great way. So don't be afraid to try new things. Comment and share below with us, what are your current restful, nourishing self-care activities, so that we can stimulate some ideas for each other, and maybe there's something we need to actually incorporate. If you love this content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to grab 3 of my most popular blends from my I'm Fabulous book, click down in the description below so you can download the 3 most amazing blends from the book. And make sure to check out the other 2 videos I think you would like, is Releasing Guilt That's Expired, and the spirit of common myrtle essential oil. Thanks so much. Until next time, bye.